wanted to share my tortoise munching out and his setup. Now, so that it would fit with my wheelchair height, I have it up on legs and a table that I made for it that my husband helped me with. It's just a base of plywood and hairpin legs that I bought off of Amazon. We got this from the hardware store. We painted it black to match the hairpin legs. It was a total of $20 for the legs that came with all the hardware, and the sheet of plywood was $35. And then the tortoise table is off of Amazon, and then I have a holder to put the UVA light in, and then we made a holder to put his UVB light across, because they must have 12 hours of UVA and UVB. It comes with its own holder in the back, but that's for his CHE in the winter time. And I needed his other light to be higher so that it could be the proper heat. And you want both lights all the way across the top. You don't want to have it just in a corner. You want them all the way across, because this portion is his hide, this opens, and this is the cold section. So he can go inside there to get away from the heat completely. And this is 3 foot by 2 foot. You can buy a larger one, but my tortoise is 8 years old, and you know, he's a small variety of tortoise. And this exact tortoise table on Amazon runs for $100. And all you do is screw the panels together and fit the door to it. And it even comes with that to hang your heat light on. But I know he prefers, you know, they all prefer their heat light away from their hide door so they can come out to it. So this tortoise table only costs $100 on Amazon. And you put slate down so that they can keep their beak in shape. You have to have a rough rock or slate so that when they pick up their food, it keeps their beak ground down, so you don't have to Dremel their beak. And as I said, my guy is 8 years old. The females of his species are larger than the males, so he's never going to get very big. Full grown, they get about 10 inches across. He's never going to get very big, and he has plenty of room on the outside of this, because they do move around a lot, and he has a very thick depth in this. It is very deep. He can burrow down. I have 3 different substrate materials in here, and he can burrow all the way down. And then in his hide, it's even deeper than this, so he can burrow a lot in his hide. And then I have calcium in this block, but he also gets calcium and vitamin. He always has fresh water. Plus he gets bathed and soaked twice a month. He gets bathed with a toothbrush. I don't over soak my grassland tortoise. He also has Timothy hay for roughage, and he gets a selection of fresh vegetables every day. So that's what he's working on now, is his pile of vegetables. I don't give just salad greens. They get a full variety. I do not feed pellets. Therefore, my tortoises are not constipated. I believe that is a high leading reason why they get constipated or have problems or have high protein issues. You can see the scutes on his shell are very healthy. He gets natural Timothy dried grasslands for his dry, and he gets nice veggies to pick through and eat. He has a great appetite. He's never had a pellet. I don't think he would eat one if he was offered one. You see how he's grinding against that slate to pick it up? That'll keep his beak in very good condition. And it's very important that they have an actual UVA heat light. You have to mimic the sun for them. They must have UVA and UVB. Tube light. The tube light must be the correct kind, as well as the heat light must be a UVA. And I suggest you use a ceramic for that, for the fixture. And I also suggest that you have it mounted high, and you can always use a chain to upper and lower the light. Always put it higher than you actually need it. Then you can raise and lower it with the thing. I am testing the heat on it right now, and he's at a nice I moved it away while I was looking at the camera to see if I was. He's at a very nice temperature right now. It's going up, but he's at a very nice basking temperature right under the light. You'll have to excuse me, I'm a little uncomfortable under my arm. I just had some work done in a procedure Wednesday on the breast. Sorry, it's a sensitive topic, but I just had a procedure for breast cancer. If anybody wants to know what vitamins I use and what calcium I use, I'm happy to help in that. If you want to know exactly what kind of dry I use or what list of vegetables I use, I'm happy to answer any questions, as well as the substrates. This little guy will eat for a while, and then he will go under his heat lamp and he will go to his hot spot and digest. It's very important that you keep the light on for the full length of time that he needs it. It encourages them to eat, but also they need the light to digest. That can also lead to digestive problems if they do not have the light properly so that they can digest their food. If you turn off the light in the middle of their digestion, it stops their digestive system. Sorry, my hand gets hand tremors. I started tremoring. But this is Victor, and he's an 8-year-old horse-filled tortoise. He's snacking on some squash and carrot and snow pea. He really loves squash. Squash is his thing. And then later I will throw some radicchio in there, which is his favorite. And mustard greens. He loves mustard greens. And turnip greens. He really loves those too. But they really need more than just greens. You need to throw them in a bunch of variety. If they eat just greens, then, you know, when they defecate, it goes one way. And if they eat just dry stuff, then it goes the other way. I feel that if they eat too much of the pellets, it gives them like eating some pieces of chalk. It's just, even if you wet them, it's not as good for them. And like I said, I always offer fresh water for drinking. It's in a very, very shallow container, offered for tortoises to eat and drink from. The carrot and squash are absolutely another favorite of his. But he's a healthy eater. He loves to eat. And that's about it. We'll leave him here so he can eat his meal in peace. Talk to you later. Bye.